I am just going to introduce the NCF project or program of research. And then today what we'll do is just do a little description. The co-investigators in the project will present some of the aspects of the projects that we're working on. So I remember when we were in Rome and the Understanding Unbelief conference and NS combined with NSRN, and there were, I remember Jonathan Landman presenting beautiful slides and shiny brochures, and because it was end of project. Well, this is going to be a different experience. First of all, we're online, but secondly, we're at relatively beginning of project. Not quite, we're just starting year 3. And we've been moving along, I think, really well, but we don't have anything that we can say is a firm result yet, although you have been hearing some tantalizing bits. Ryan discussed one of the pilot studies that we've done, or that he's done, I should say. But we're very interested in just presenting what it is we're doing, what it is we're designing, how it is we're going about it. And we're particularly welcoming feedback, insights, and we think we'll very much benefit from discussing the project with those of you who aren't, we can talk about it with the people who are on the team, but also those of you who aren't part of the team and who just have an immense wealth of expertise on non-religion, unbelief, secularity. So the non-religion in a complex future project is, as I mentioned, in just beginning year 3. We're a 7-year project, so we're long. We have 5 focal areas: health, law, education, migration, and the environment. I have to read them because I always forget one otherwise. And we have a number of those are the areas, and then we're also having sort of matrix of different ways in which we're looking at these areas, I suppose, for lack of a better word. It's a mixed method project. It's multidisciplinary, although we are heavy on sociology for sure. And our research sites or countries include Canada, Australia. We lump the Nordic countries all in together. It's like, oh, well, the Nordic countries. And so Inger Furseth is the Nordic countries person. And this is a rather heavy weight because, as we know, this is more than one country. We also have the United States, the United Kingdom, similar issue to the Nordic countries, although not quite as bad, and then Brazil and Argentina. So despite the challenges of the pandemic, in fact, one of the advantages, I think, of the pandemic is that we've met very frequently by Zoom to work on research design. And in fact, I'd say there's been much more continuity in terms of conversations than there would have been with that more traditional approaches, which would see us meeting 1 or 2 times a year, everybody kind of cramming before they get to us and presenting or working on what they were supposed to have been doing for the last 6 months. So all in all, we're happy with where we're at, I think. Today, what we'll do is each co-investigator team or combinations of co-investigators will present on the projects in their various stages. I'll just sort of tell you who's going, if you will, or who's presenting. Ryan Cragen will present on trekking. The non-religion survey will be presented by Peter Beyer. Juan Marco Vaggioni will present on law. Education, Linda Woodhead, Solange Lefebvre, and Paolo Montero will do a combined presentation in that area. Inger Furseth will present on migration. Doug Ezzi will present on community gardens, and I'll present on death and dying. So